having said that, they started out December 1st SmackDown with the Women's War Game package, and they're trying to this drama amongst the girls. Bailey now is an island unto herself and her group Damage CTRL because Tegan and Oscar and EO and Carrie,
Tegan.
they're kind of all, huh?
Dakota, not Tegan.
I thought it was Tegan. It's Dakota.
No, they used to be a tag team a long time ago.
Well, okay, Dakota. Whichever one's still hurting ain't working. The point is, they're friends from long ago, and Bailey's starting to be iced out of this deal. But Bianca came to the ring first because she's over. The fans love her. This is a level of star power that AEW or any other company's women's roster can't touch at the top of their company. It was Bianca, Charlotte, or Rhea, Becky, etc. I'm not going to include every single member of this group that's about to come out in that equation, but Bianca thanked her partners and told Io Sky that she was coming for her because she wants her title back. And I don't know if you noticed or if you zoned out or if you even cared to watch this, but this is the kind of thing that especially the women unfortunately perpetrate this even more than the guys do, because maybe some of these women are coming from a theater background. I don't know. But they know what's going on, and they're the modern generation. They're not trying to look at it from the standpoint of if it was real, if this was really legitimately happening, what would my reaction be? They're worried about getting all their script out, right? So Bianca strongly makes the point to Io Sky, I want my title back. And then she paused, and then she smiled, and then she put the microphone down to her waist in her hands and started to turn and look for Io's music to play. And when it started playing, she was visibly, facially, obviously not surprised about that. What this?
She must have seen the format.
Exactly. And it's gotten to the point where now they go out and they perform their given verbiage and then pause and wait for the obvious and expected and totally not extemporaneous interruption from and it's so school play-like at this point with a lot of the girls' segments and some of the guys. I'm not going to be totally chauvinistic there. But then here comes Dakota and Oscar and Io and Carrie. And again, they're memorized and they're laid out so nobody is talking over each other. No lines get interrupted. It's too smooth, and everyone is expecting to say these things and expecting these things to happen. And with the four heels getting in the ring, Bianca just stands there and then just starts bickering with them. And she's not intimidated, but a lot of people, she's a babyface. She shouldn't. Okay, if she's not intimidated, she should be mad. Or she should be standing her ground or preparing to potentially be jumped. But it just sounded like girls arguing on a reality TV show. And then they play music and Charlotte comes out. Now with Shotzi. And they're not mad either, though, because they get in the ring and just start talking to them. And then they just get in a fight. And it's sloppy. And the heels get their asses kicked. And then they roll out and have shocked faces in the entryway as they're leaving with their tails between their legs. And, once they go to the break and they come back, there are more girls arguing now. The heel girls were arguing with Bailey. Where were you? And she's like, well, I didn't know you were going out. Well, if she was really intent on going, she could have caught up with him in the previous 20 minutes if she's paying attention to the fucking monitor. And then they asked Bailey to help later on with Bianca. And what the fuck is this, Women of Wrestling? We're 20-something minutes into the fucking show, and we got a bunch of girls fucking bickering with each other. Help me here.
There really is no help. And yeah, they've done this now a few times where they start the show and have a long segment with the women. I guess because they know there'll be a lot of viewers there at the beginning. Who knows why. But Swami's barking at the UPS man, if you hear that in the background. And I will say I'm starting to like Charlotte, or believe Charlotte is a babyface, more than I did before. She's just casually kind of finding her way in it. And now, of course, as I say this, she'll probably turn next week. But she's finally, I feel like she's actually doing a good job as a babyface. I didn't think she would.
Well, and here's the thing is, I'm not detracting from Charlotte as a babyface. I'm not detracting from Bianca as a babyface and a star, both of them. And again, I've said Bayley's a good promo. I suggested one time she might be a good manager when her in-ring career was over. I didn't know she was going to put together a group of girls all smaller than she is. But you got Bianca and you got Charlotte. Shotzi, we're not as the gimmick, the whole overboard thing, haven't seen a lot in the work. But again, it's fucking 6, 7, 8 of them, 9 of them, all fucking, screaming at each other, or not screaming at each other, depending on at whatever point. And it just, in the War Games, a little much for me. I'm still smarting over that one.